NCAA tournament here, and we're first NCAA tournament as the head coach. Tell me a little bit about your thoughts, Coach.
It's exciting. It's exciting. I'm excited to have 3 guys competing. And we got some tough draws, but you know, that's the NCAA tournament. So it's going to be different being a head coach, but I'm excited. It's a good time.
Yeah, tell me your thoughts about your first year at Drexel, moving out east. I know you've been at Cornell before you went down there, but you know, a lot of your wrestling background was on the West Coast. What's it been like in regards to the wrestling and the coaching and the recruiting for you?
It's been good. The recruiting's been awesome. I think being in Pennsylvania, where we are in Philadelphia, on the border of New Jersey, there's so many good recruits to pick from out on the East. And so the recruiting's been great. The reception at Drexel's been great. The administration's very supportive. We got a lot of resources. I think you're going to be hearing some noise from Drexel because we have what we need to you know, really build things up, and I think there's some excitement around the program. The kids are excited, so it's been really good. I mean, obviously there's been some frustrations, and being a first-time head coach, there's been times where I felt overwhelmed. For sure, I'd be lying if I didn't say that, but it's been fun. You know, I have a young coaching staff that's eager to get out there and make names for themselves and you know, put some guys on the podium. So overall, it's been a great experience.
Now, how was the conference this year? It looked like there was some real competitive battles just to get a right to come out here. I mean, you were coaching in the EIWA for a while. I mean, you know all the Western conferences, but your thoughts about the CAA?
CAA, I think, is an up-and-coming conference. Last year we had 17 qualifiers automatic. This year we had 23, so I was up by 6. I think there's, with some new coaching changes in the CAA, there's some young blood and a new vibrance. I think, and I think you're seeing kids from schools that normally weren't there battling are now there battling. George Mason had 2 guys in the finals and had a champ, and now they have 2 guys at nationals. We have 3 guys here at nationals. We put 2 guys in the finals as well. You know, I think in a conference where a couple teams have kind of been dominating, Binghamton, Hofstra, and even Old Dominion, you're starting to see some new blood, and I think it's great for the conference. And the more qualifiers we get, obviously the better it is for our conference, and I think you're going to see that in the next few years.
Now we're in an Olympic year. Does it seem 4 years ago since you were there and battling and in the spot where you had a chance to make the Olympic team and compete against anyone in the world?
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, you still roll around?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, obviously you're young. You're not somebody who couldn't succeed still if you were competing. But I mean, does that whole quest, is it something that you think about even though you're working with the college level?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, because I feel great. I'm young. I can still compete out there with those guys. And to be so close and not achieve your goal, you always think, maybe I could give it another shot. I think all wrestlers feel that way, but it's, as a head coach, you just have so many responsibilities. There's no time for training. I mean, really your focus has to be the guys on your team. But yeah, I mean, in some ways it seems so far away, but in some ways it seems like it just happened.
Yeah.
It's wild. But yeah, I'm excited to see who kind of reemerges and
do you have some guys in your program that want to maybe have higher goals? Is that one of the things that you can present them as a national champ in freestyle and
definitely
somebody who's been through the deal?
It's something that I've used to sell our program. I would say the guys on our team currently, we don't have a lot of freestyle guys, but some of the freshmen we have coming in come from a really huge freestyle background. We have some national champs, some All-Americans from Mountain Fargo that are coming in next year, so freestyle will definitely be a huge part of our program in the spring. So, and that excites me because I love freestyle, and obviously I've had a lot of experience there, so I look forward to that.
Well, hey, I appreciate you spending some time with us, and look forward to your first NCAA head coaching experience. And these things fly right by, right?
Yeah, they do. It's like they kind of run together after a while.
Now you were coaching at Cornell, and they've had a real strong program, and I mean, you guys still keep in touch with what's going on with that team?
Oh, I do. I mean, those guys are my friends. I mean, the coaches, Han, Spates, Cole. I mean, they're my friends, more than just colleagues, and we were really close. Even though I was only there for a couple years, we got really tight really quick, and I think that's why we had a lot of success we had because of the gel of the coaching staff. But even the kids, I mean, when you're on the mat sweating with them and working hard and putting the time in every day, it's like I can't help but watch those kids and cheer for them, and feel for them when they lose and get excited when they win. I mean,
except for when they wrestle Drexel.
Exactly. When they go against Drexel, they're the enemy. And but you know, if they're not, then I'm cheering for them. I mean, those kids are great kids, and I enjoyed my time there. So
outstanding. Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah.